Yes, before I forgot. Right. Okay, Loan, Danley, Thanh Cha.
I have problem with my camera, so I can't turn on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yes.
No problem, no problem. But hopefully everyone's not having the same problem, no?
Hello,
Hi,
Miss
Trâm.
Nga. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Hello.
We back. Mike, Michael. Thanh Trá, Helen Nguyễn, Phương Bùi.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, teacher. We have Craig's coming in. We have Anthony's coming in. We have everyone's coming in. Ngok's coming in.
Hi, Craig.
You survived.
Yeah, had dinner.
Had dinner. Okay.
Already.
Not tired?
Who was your wife? Hopefully she doesn't blame it on me.
Yeah, she cooked dinner.
Oh, isn't she lovely?
Yeah.
Why don't you bring her in as well?
Yeah, I'll ask her. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's watching TV.
Oh, okay. Yes, and now we have a few others coming in, which is good.
Miss Nga, can you give me the share screen permission, please?
Yes, of course. I do it now, co-host. What is that? I have my dogs scratching me because I've been busy all day. I haven't played with her. So she's scratching me right now, asking me to go out with her. Come here, Daddy.
Yeah, you should, because the weather forecast tomorrow is not very good.
No, look at this. Here's my baby. Say hello to everybody.
Hello,
Yeah,
Lassie.
Yeah. She keeps scratching me. She said, Mom, time to go out.
Yeah.
She doesn't
It's gonna
like it.
rain. It's gonna rain tomorrow in Dunedin.
I know. Doesn't look that great. All right, darling,
No.
I have to look now. I have to press a button. Somebody wants to come in. All right. Okay, I can put my dog down now so we can get started. Yes, Daddy. All right. Go. Okay. So you feel okay, Craig? Feel good?
Good.
Not tired?
Yeah.
I had a Coke while I was doing the other one. I'm good.
Hey.
Awesome.
Hello.
25 people now. Good. I had a glass of wine after that and just chill. I cook as well.
Nice.
All right. Everybody, would you like to turn on the video and unmute yourself and say hello?
Hello,
Hi, Anthony.
xin chào.
Xin chào. Can you speak a lot of Vietnamese?
Chưa,
Yeah?
chưa.
What? You say fur?
Nói gì hả?
Each
Cái gì?
other. Anthony, do you understand what Craig said?
I don't understand.
You don't.
Because I didn't hear clearly. What did he say? You can repeat for me?
Oh, the only Vietnamese I know is fur.
Phở.
Phở. Oh, yeah.
Fur noodles.
And Anthony, it's so funny. I tell you what, one day when I was like many years ago, so we had a friend from Manchester, right? He was in Vietnam. He wanted to learn the Vietnamese, and I did teach him. It's like anytime we went out and we told each other Vietnamese. And then one day he said, no, today I'm going to order my own food. And then it was like very hot, right? A hot day in summer. And we were in a restaurant and then he ordered, and I let him, he said, no, just leave me alone. And then after that, the girls came out with a bowl of rice, just a bowl of rice. And then we said, what did he do? What did he say? And he said, calm for orange juice, right? And then he said calm and calm, and then and then they brought out a bowl of rice in the middle of the hot rice. Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Actually, Vietnamese is really tough to learn.
Very
For
tough.
me, like, yeah,
Yes,
for me, like, I'm
yes.
Vietnamese as well, but sometimes, like because like I'm from the north, like sometimes people from the south or from the middle east of Vietnam, that sometimes like
Different
when we speak in Vietnamese, even though in Vietnamese, like I still don't understand what they try to mention. Yeah,
this has happened with me also. Yeah.
Can you speak Vietnamese, Croatia?
Very little, very little.
Very
At least
little.
I'm able to communicate whatever I need.
Like, bao nhiêu, how much?
Bao nhiêu, how much?
You have to learn to
Now
say
see,
an
bao nhiêu, I think bao nhiêu is spoken in north.
Yes.
Yes.
In center it is Maitian.
Survival Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Good. We have like 29 people already. Should we start it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Hello everyone. Good afternoon from Vietnam and good evening from New Zealand. So welcome and welcome back to our Kiwi Birthday Weekly Catch Up. So our topic this week, as you all know, is all about money. Yeah. So yeah, let's get started. Just give me a moment. So just the very first question, I just want to ask you guys. So do you think money is the most important thing in our life? Anyone? Why are you laughing?
It is important.
It's important, but do you think is the most important thing? I know money is really important, but do you think is it the most important thing in our life?
Important, not most important.
Okay, so you think it's important, but not the most important. Okay, thank you, David. Anyone else?
Well, I'm going to say that I think the answer depends on how much money someone has.
Exactly.
So the more money someone has, the more they can do, and the less they probably think about it.
So to you, that it depends.
I think so.
So what if you had to choose? At the level right, what do you say?
Sorry?
If you have to choose, if you only have two options, yes or no, then what do you say? Not depends.
I think it depends on what else is available.
No. Yes or no?
You cannot escape.
Yes or no? Not depending. We know your answer, but yes or no?
I don't think it's the most important thing. I really don't. I think it's like up there. I think it's one of the most important things, but it's not the most important. Because, for instance, like I guess like the best example I can give to people is Steve Jobs, right? All the money in the world, but he still died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a question we often get, isn't it? Health or wealth? That's a really good IELTS question. Yeah, your health or wealth, which is more important?
Your wealth or wealth. Okay. So just one more question. So actually, it depends on our opinion. So between money and happiness, which is more important? What do you think? So like some people say, okay, money is really important in our daily life, right? But not the most important thing. It depends on like how much money do we have, like Dan said. So between money and happiness, which is more important?
Well, to me, it's health is more important.
Happiness is the most
Happiness
important.
and health,
More important because I mean, we only feel happy when we feel happy. So when we, what I mean is that like, when we have enough money and our life is comfortable, then we feel happy. It's so I mean it's as long as you just have enough to make you feel comfortable, then the happiness is more important than you have heaps of money, because a lot of people, they have heaps and heaps and heaps of money, they still unhappy. And in fact, a lot of those people, they commit suicide or they have like depression much more. I don't know the statistics, but you look at all the superstars and all the rich people, they often have like issues like drugs or
they have money but they don't have happiness.
That's right. And then happiness,
you can
happiness is more important than money, because the target, the most purpose of our life is happiness. The money and spirits and mental and physics to serve for happiness. Happiness, big target and the most target our life.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, David. But actually, for me, I think it's the both. I think it's both. Nothing is more important.
It's more important, not both. It's more important. Don't follow that, right?
But actually, for me, it's both, because I feel happy when I have a lot of money. Yes. So that's the reason why I think it's both.
Right? No, I will not take that. Okay.
Okay. So like, if you need to choose between money and happiness, so you're gonna choose happiness, Miss Nga, right? As you say.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This one. Yeah.
Anyone else? Kurti? What do you think?
Happiness.
Okay.
Who choose
Anyone?
money?
Oh,
Happiness.
Who choose money? I haven't heard anyone choose money.
I think that happiness includes money.
Includes money.
Money is a factor that can make up, just bring us happiness.
Okay. Anthony.
He's hiding.
I have an idea. What if you live in the forest and you didn't know that even money existed? So how about that? Because in the forest, you build your own house and find delicious food. And we pay a lot of money to go to the restaurant to eat the meat beside the backbone of the animal. But when you kill a deer, you can eat the best meat and you're happy. So money is not important unless you need it to get something else. That's my idea.
So actually you mean like it depends on like our situation. Like if we are living our daily life, of course we need money. But if we lost in the forest, of course, like money is nothing, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Helen got sent a text in here. I would go for the money instead of happiness, because money is material and happiness is from your mind. Would you like to unmute yourself and share with us?
Helen.
Can you unmute, Helen?
Hello, I'm here.
Hello.
Because you asked me to choose between the money and happiness. As I just mentioned here, money is just material. You work hard, your money, it's just stuff to buy stuff to satisfy your material need. And about happiness, happiness is it emerges from your inside. If you feel calm, you feel everything is balanced, and you can tell yourself that you feel happy, you feel satisfied with everything. So I think it's come from your mind. So because you give me the money, okay, I'm happy to take it. Otherwise, unless you give me the options with conditions.
Okay, option with condition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Complicated. From something easy and straightforward, yes or no?
Okay.
And busy day, and we our mind right now, we just want to relax and chill. Next time, I think like one day when we're very tired like this, everyone comes here, need to bring a glass of wine. We drink, we talk.
Okay,
conversation will be a lot more fun.
Okay, thank you, Helen. Fat. I saw you raise your hand. Been a while already.
Yeah, I raised my hand to share my idea.
Yeah.
Is it possible if I keep going with this question? Sorry.
Yeah, you go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah. You know, I've been sharing the same idea with those people who were sharing some of the idea about money and happiness. But let me tell you guys something about my idea as a student at the age of 23, I believe. You know, in the past, I was thinking that happiness is one of my goals to reach in the future. But when I think further, when I go to work, when I been waiting for my graduation at school, I think further, and I think money is quite important to me in the future. And yeah, I do share the same idea with Helen. Money is the material, but I think it's the right material to satisfy yourself or something like that. So if I go to make a choices between money and happiness, I'll go for money. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pat.
It's quite serious.
Yeah.
Huh?
Quite serious. No. Yeah, I think it's a great idea then. I think it depends on your age. Do you think so? Like when I was still at high school or in university, I still think money is really important. But like when I grow up, like more I can earn money, and then I prefer happiness. It's my opinion. I think I think it depends.
Yeah, I feel you.
Colette here as well. Colette would like to say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Wow, so welcome to have you here.
Thank you. Tram, I agree with you. In regards to money, for me, being old now, I actually like money, having money now, because I've done all the happiness things. So, and, you know, done lots of work and everything. So I'll sit back and enjoy money. So that makes me relax and happy. So,
yeah.
Like you enjoy making money now, or you enjoy having the money now?
I think it's called having, because, you know, I enjoy making money before. Now it's just relax and have the money to be able to do other things. Plus having, you know, COVID vaccination helps as well, like Craig said.
Yeah. Would you like to introduce yourself to us? Like, it's your first time today?
Yes, thanks, Nga. I'm Colette. I'm with Sacred Heart Girls College in Hamilton, New Zealand. We have just gone down to level 3 at midnight tonight, so that means I have to stay home. We are in school holidays, so all the students are home from school for the next 2 weeks. But our students in Hamilton now have to stay home, and they can't go out and go to the restaurants and go to the movies or meet with their friends. So they'll just have to do lots of Zoom meetings like we're doing now, so that they can connect with their friends over the next 2 weeks. But lovely, thank you for the opportunity, Nga. It's lovely seeing so many lovely faces on here and listening to all your conversations. And hello, fellow Kiwi, Craig from Cambridge. Thank you, Craig, for doing this.
Yeah, thank you. And it's so lovely to have you here. So Colette is, we just had a few days trip to Pins in July before the lockdown. So it was good. So we had fun there with lots of our students as well. Like at that time, I think we had about 80 or 60 or 50 students, and we had a few nights together. We didn't drink, did we? But we had a lot of fun. Yeah. So yeah, so we're so lucky today, like, to have teachers from New Zealand and from different schools, and hopefully they come because it's happening every week. So anytime you have time, come and join us as well. It'd be lovely. We just had a really big event this afternoon. And Craig's still here, and I'm still here, and we have Dan. I'd like to introduce Dan, like, who's been helping us quite a lot, like with the Kiwi Buddy and our student as well. Yeah, so it's lovely to connect with you and having you here. So students get to know all of our teachers and our coaches here, and we all have fun. Okay, all of us.
Okay, thank you, College, for joining us today, and hope you stay safe in Hamilton. Okay.
Thank you, Tram.
Okay. Yep. So we move on to the next question. So, are you in the habit of saving money? Anyone? Hope you guys say yes.
Right now, I'm in the habit of spending money.
Yes. Yeah. For you, it's different, Miss Nga. Anyone, are you in the habit of saving money? Anyone, please raise your hand. Tiên? Are you so silent?
Yes, I am in the habit of saving money right now.
So how can you save money? Do you using like piggy bank?
No. Yes, kind of. So I receive money monthly. As soon as I receive some, then I will send some straight into the piggy bank first. And also I know the certain amount of money that I need to spend for a month. So the rest of it just goes straight to the piggy bank. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Dan?
I always tell people that accountants are the wrong people to ask about this because we just naturally save money. Like, you just can't get us to spend money. It's just part of the profession. It's what it is. Like, we question everything. Like, it will take us 6 months to buy a printer that we need.
And that's why Dan Dan is the Kiwi buddy coach, and he focusing on helping our students in the subject of startup, and at the moment is on managing your money. So it's the perfect person to help our Kiwi buddy students to learn about accounting or learning about saving and budgeting and personal finance. So guys, just follow all the posts in the Kiwi buddy, Dan sharing with you, and then we are working towards something better to help you guys in terms of this subject, how to manage your money as well.
Yes, thank you, Dan.
About Dan, because right now I'm spending, I'm not saving.
Yeah, so if you want to stop spending, just think like an accountant. Like you go to a store to buy a pair of shoes because let's say your shoes are worn out, and you stare at the prices and you just can't get yourself to buy anything. You just keep staring at it. And until your shoes are fully gone, you're not going to buy a single thing.
Yes, it doesn't work. Helen said, I'm broke. Me too. I've been spending money. FAT, raise hand.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a nickname? I don't want to call you fat because it's
okay, it's okay. Actually, my Vietnamese name pronounced same as bag, right? So sure. Yeah. So most of my friends call me with the nickname maybe FAT, but thank you for saying FAT. Okay. All right. So let me keep going with this question. Since the time I go to work, I had my habits of saving money, and I think it's quite it works to my life. I mean, I can have some funds of money which is suitable for some of the things, maybe urgent thing like paying for my schooling, something like that. And I think saving money is quite is a good habit that people need to think of. But when I grow up maybe more older, I feel like saving money is not the way to really got more money. Yeah, your money is still there but not working. So I prefer investment. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, investment. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome, thank you.
Awesome.
Now we have Cody said I'm in a constant state of broke. I'm sure that we're all the same, but you just won a prize today, $20. So you're no longer broke for a few days. right?
Okay, can I ask everyone a question? So I was going to save this, but since we're talking about it, I think this is one of the prime examples sort of how people spend money. Okay, so you go to a store, let's say, and you want to get a chocolate bar. Okay, and someone will say that one chocolate bar is $2, or you can get 3 chocolate bars for $5. Do you buy 1 chocolate bar or do you buy 3 chocolate bars?
I buy 3.
Yeah, I would buy 3.
You buy 3?
Yes.
Everyone's buying 3? Okay, so the store just got you to spend an extra $3 because you only wanted 1 chocolate bar.
Yes.
You were going to spend $2, and now instead of just spending $2, you spent $5. And that's marketing.
That's marketing.
I think of like, okay, so next, if I buy 3, it means that next week I don't have to buy it. The week after I don't have to buy it if I can keep it. I think it that way.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people think that way, right? They say, okay, well, I was going to buy 3 chocolate bars, let's say over the next 3 weeks, so I might as well just buy them now. But, you know, people being people, those chocolate bars don't last 3 weeks.
Oh, I know that you love chocolate. But I mean, like people, like someone like me, I don't love chocolate as much as you do, so I can save for the week after. But I'm sure you wouldn't want to do that because you eat them all. Right?
Oh no, for sure. I'm just saying like how people make their choices. Or here's the opposite example, right? I tell you that let's say every chocolate bar is $2, or you can buy 3 chocolate bars for $7. Do you buy 3 individual chocolate bars, or do you buy 3 chocolate bars at once? You only buy 1? You don't buy 3?
Anthony, he raised his hand up. I'm sure that he wants to answer the question as well. He will buy 10. I'm sure.
About the last question before that, of course, I would get 3. I agree with Nga, because the rich people, they also find a way to buy things at the cheapest they can. And if we can save the 3 chocolate bars, it's a good idea. But anyway, I put my hand down already. Thanks.
But I mean, not the rich people think it that way. The poor, like me, like I think.
But rich people, they also try to save money and spend wisely. So we want to pay less per chocolate bar. That's a wise thing to do, I think.
Yeah.
So to go to Anthony's point about rich people, I will tell you that the really rich people will only buy 1 chocolate bar. They will then take their extra $3, invest it, and come out with $6.
I don't agree, because rich people would never invest such a small amount of money.
No, but it's a combination, right? Like this is just an example, right? They'll take all those $3 from everything they were going to buy all day long, and they would take that and they would invest it. So they're only spending $2 at a time because their $3 is earning the money in the bank. Spending it 3 weeks in advance becomes a silly option for them.
So we call them as investor.
Well, that's how they make their money. It's how they stay rich.
Probably we might wait until we have like 10-fold or 100-fold. But that's why we never rich, because we can never wait until that point in order to spend money, right?
Exactly.
But
anyway.
So the 2 questions are really sort of polar opposite, right? One gets you to buy 3 at the same time to save, let's say, $1, or what you perceive to be $1, right? The second question is sort of like an opposite manipulation, right? So you go in to buy 1 for $2, right? But you see a sign that says buy 3 for $7. And so you think, hey, I'm not going to be stupid. I'll just buy 1 at a time. I'll get 3 for $6 instead of 7. But really, the shop owner is sitting there going, you were only going to buy 1. Why did you buy 3?
Yeah, we saw exactly the same one post like circle on Facebook. Like this guy in somewhere in the Middle East, he was selling watermelon. So 1 watermelon for $3, 3 watermelon for $10, and lots of people went for $10 for 3 watermelon. He plays with the psychologically behavior.
Oh, yeah, so that's my example. But typically what happens is people buy, like they'll end up buying 3 watermelons, but instead of buying them together, they'll say, give me one watermelon, you hand over $3. Then you say, can I have another watermelon, another $3, and then the third watermelon. He's selling effectively 3 watermelons for $9. That's what he's really trying to do. He's not trying to get you to pay 10, right? He's just want to make sure that you buy 3, right? And everyone thinks that you're clever, and some people will tell like the watermelon seller that they're stupid because no one would be silly enough to pay $10 for 3 watermelons when you can pay 9. But really, he's the smart one.
Yeah. I know it's just, I mean, like in marketing and retail, they play a lot with people's psychology. Like, for example, right, in New Zealand, we have pricing like $1.99.
Yes, $1.99.
Much better than $2. So yeah.
Yeah, they do it with everything, right? Like the other example I give people is lottery tickets, right? You go to buy a lottery ticket, let's say for $2, and on the stand you will say 1 in 3 chances of winning, and people think, oh, okay, well, if I buy 3 tickets, I'm gonna win once, right? And then let's say they'll tell you that there is like 3 million tickets out there. Well, the reality is 1 in 3 means that there's 1 million winning tickets to 2 million losing tickets, right? So you could, in theory, buy nothing, buy a ticket from that 2 million pool, and you'll never win anything.
That's right.
That's really how it works. It just works to the psychology.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very clever.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dan.
But then probably one day you will need to teach us how to invest, right? Because you make us start thinking about every dollar now.
Every dollar.
Well, that's how you save. If you think about every dollar, and like what I usually tell people is, if you think about how hard it takes you to make the dollar, like how much work you have to put in for every dollar that you make, right? And then how fast you can spend it, right? If you think about it that way, it can change your perception of how to spend your money, right? Because in some places, for instance, like one of the typical examples I give people is, let's say when people go to buy cars, I don't know how it is in Vietnam and New Zealand, but for instance, let's say in Canada or the States, buying a car is actually really stressful. Like you have to sit there and barter and bargain for like hours. And some people literally will just stand up and be like, you know what? All I want to do is spend my money to get a car, and you're making it so difficult that I'm just not going to buy a car. Right? Because on top of working so hard to make it, now you're working really hard to spend it as well.
Do we do that in New Zealand, Craig?
That's so true. Yeah, you just buying cars is terrible. It's a horrible thing to have to do. It's just hard work.
Do people bargain a lot?
Yeah, you do, but they use every psychological trick on you. And you know, there's books called The Power of Persuasion, and they use all those tricks. And even though they're using them, they're still quite effective, even if you know some of the tricks like Dan is telling us. You know, you're still susceptible to it.
Okay.
Well, sometimes you just give up, right? You just say, I really want this car. I don't want to argue anymore. It's not worth the fight. I'm just going to pay and get out.
Yeah, I'm going to pay this much, take it or leave it.
Yeah. What about Vietnam? What do they do? Because in Vietnam, I found that people seem to spend money easily on cars.
Yes,
like something in New Zealand, we spend probably for a car for $20,000. It's good enough, but for the same kind of time, Vietnam they spend probably $50,000. So
No,
what Vietnam would help to explain why, apart from taxes. But I mean, people seem to be so prepared to pay high price for a car. I don't know if you bargain or not.
No, I don't think so that there is any kind of bargaining to buy a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vietnam would like to say something on this topic?
Like even in New Zealand, a new car you can still bargain on in New Zealand.
Oh, really? I never knew this.
You can always get something for free, like a tow bar. You
Ngân
probably
just
don't
bought
have...
a new car. Would you like to share? Ngân?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you bargain? Did you bargain when you bought your car?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone else?
And it's something that we should.
I'm not a car owner and I am not experienced in it, but as far as I know, not a lot of people in Vietnam own a car, and only people that actually have money. And the point is that we don't really know yet about a lot of tricks that sellers would use on us. Sometimes also in Vietnam, owning a car also for social status. So I guess price matter, and maybe people don't really used to bargaining on stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah, probably so people want to show their wealth.
Show their wealth.
I try, but it's not like you don't.
Yeah, we can put it that way.
Yeah, but that I understand. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Okay, over to you, Chum. Or Dan.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't like bought a new car yet, because like when I was still in New Zealand, like you know, in the second-hand car like market in New Zealand, you know, it's really huge. So actually you have like various options to choose. So I hope one day I can have like enough money to, you know, to buy a new car, new brand new car, so I can do the bargaining. Hopefully one day, but now I haven't got any experience.
So then you come to see Craig, and then they will give you more.
Yeah, you need to talk. Dan's going to talk to you about depreciation in one of his lessons. So
yes,
you should never buy a new car.
Yeah.
As soon as you drive it, you've lost like 20% of the value of the car just turning it on.
Yeah.
Dan will do a big thing on depreciation one day.
We know that saving is important, and it's something that we should be doing. And yet overall, we're doing less and less of it.
So we can have like, so the depreciation is an accounting term, right? That says how much value, let's say, something loses over time. Whereas like what Craig was really just talking about is that the true value of something as soon as you use it, right? So for instance, like I'm sure we've all seen.
The question is, how do we do that? And that's what I'm here to teach you.
So I'm sure we've all seen like TV shows or movies where someone will say, hey, I have to go out for a night, but I don't want to spend $1,000 in a dress. So what if I get a dress and I return it the next day, right? And some things you can return.
How smart you are.
But some things, for instance, like a car, like as Craig said, once you turn that thing on, that's it. You've just lost 20%. No one's taking it back.
Wow, we have to think twice. What do you use, Anthony? Do you use Uber like me, or do you have a car?
I have a free car.
Oh.
Oh, how could it happen?
Just someone gave it to me. Very easy. That you guys should try that. But my mother told me she's also gonna buy a new car in Canada, and I told her, don't buy a $20,000 new car, buy a $20,000 used car, so you can get like a BMW or some Volkswagen. And I think it's a very smart. You buy the older car, but buy a very good quality one. That's the way to skip the depreciation.
That's right, Dan. You agree with that?
So I'm going to tell you that is a yes and a no question, especially with.
It depends on the environmental cues around.
So the problem.
One group, we showed people their.
So the problem with cars.
Okay, to let her out.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you go ahead.
Yeah. So the problem with cars is things change all the time. So for instance, right now, the price of used cars is actually really high because of the chip shortages that are happening. So there are no new cars available. So the used car market is actually huge, right? So if you were to buy a new car today, you wouldn't lose 20% anymore just because there are no cars to buy. So that's one side of it that happens. The other side is, for instance, like if you're talking about like the higher end brands, let's say like BMWs, Mercedes, anything like that, when you buy a new car, it also includes 3 or 4 years worth of maintenance, right? And typically what happens in those cars is once that warranty is up, they start breaking down. So if you want to get an amazing deal on a used car, it should be more based on reliability than what the brand is. Like for instance, like for the longest time, people used to buy used Honda Civic because they would last 1,000 years with like nearly no maintenance costs.
Those times, nowadays everything commercial, so only lasts for a few years.
That's the point. They want you to trade up.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember it
Yeah,
being
it's
called
similar,
planned
like
obsolescence, if I'm not wrong.
What's that, Cody?
I remember that being called planned obsolescence, I think. Designing something so that it fails at exactly like after a period, so that the customer has to come in and repair the car or maybe buy another product.
Yeah, same like phones.
Yeah, phones are a big problem.
Phones also.
They're getting changed, I think, if I'm not wrong. Right to repair.
To it.
Yeah. Right to repair. That thing is going well.
That's right. Very commercialized. With everything, even the kettle you buy.
I think so next week we need to like repair about like another topic, maybe about cars, about Fords, like something like that. So we have enough time. Okay, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan, to for like
you will have a session for us on saving money and buying smart.
Phones is actually one of my favorite topics. How do I get someone that makes $5 an hour to spend $2,000 buying an iPhone?
Pardon, repeat.
How do I get someone that makes $5 an hour to spend $2,000 on the brand new iPhone? Not only will they spend it, they will line up to get it.
Can I answer?
Sure.
Yeah.
My son just asked his grandmother to buy it. He got $5 an hour from me for folding the washing and doing the dishes or doing the floor. And then his grandmother came along. iPhone Plus.
13. Plus.
13 Pro.
Grandmother.
That's such a great strategy.
I'm sure you agree with me with that, Dan.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, right? But I'm just saying, like, in reality, if you go around, let's say, retail stores, and you look at how many people that work retail or in hospitality are carrying around the latest iPhone, and you figure out how much money they earn, it's quite the concept.
So it's basically the status, isn't it? The status of owning an iPhone, because people look at you, you own an iPhone 13, you must make a lot of money. But no, in fact, I'm on the brink of bankruptcy.
Running hand to mouth.
That's why Nga is broke. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we move to the next question?
Yes, just get out of that.
Get out of that.
Oh, this is good.
Okay. So, what are your tips and tricks to save money and of course like spend less money? Anyone, do you have some tips or tricks that you want to share?
Oh, we have an expert sitting right here. So.
I ask myself, like, how will this come in useful for me, and do I need it?
Oh, okay. But actually, do you have any tips? Like, so for example, like if your mom or your dad to give you a weekly expenses, and how can you save that money to buy some stuff or to buy some favorite stuff? Do you have any tips? Phương.
I save some to buy some things that I like for myself, and I save like the half for later use, so I don't regret spending all of it at once.
Like actually, like you mean like you're gonna be, you know, don't have any like breakfast, any lunch, and then you save the money to just your favorite stuff.
Yes, I spend them on myself and other people.
Very good. You're very good. How old are you?
I'm 10.
Oh.
Hey, geez.
Amazing. Well done. An accountant in the making.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen quietly.
10. Okay, she only 10.
Wow. So do you follow the Dan's post on budget and money?
No, I just feel like just
Awesome.
spend half of it.
Wow, so first student there then.
Anyone else?
So yeah, my biggest tip would be like the same. Just if every time you go to buy something, just think about the effort it takes you to earn that money.
Yes.
And you'll change your behavior just from doing that.
I used. Oh, sorry.
Okay, go ahead, Tim.
Yeah. So I used to spend a lot of money on stuff that I don't really need. So my trick right now is that if I really, really want to buy something and I'm not sure if I really need it or I want it, but I really want it. So I will make a challenge for myself. I would put that item into my shopping list or my shopping cart, and it stayed there for weeks or months. Normally it stayed for a month. Then after a month, I still need it, then I'll buy it. But it depends on expensive the item is. Yeah. So that's the trick. So I don't buy immediately, but I would buy a week later or a month later if I still need it.
And so actually you challenge yourself. Okay. Yeah, I see it's a good idea. But actually for me, I don't think it works for me. No.
So Tram, I would say that you're an impulse shopper.
Yeah.
Oh, then can I ask you a question? So you have like a really good I think Miss Nga, I think something happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So then can I ask you a question? So I think you have lots of like good experience in how to to spend money, how to save money. But have you ever spent money to the item that actually you don't need you don't really need?
For sure. Look, I mean, we all do it, right? Like like every person does it, right? Like for instance, you can even think that like here, I'll give an example, right? So let's say you really need a computer, right? And you think you've done all your shopping, you found the best deal around, you buy the laptop, and a week later it's like half price, right? And you think, why didn't I just wait a week? Right? So we all do things, right? And sometimes like you just want the gratification. You typically, it happens when, let's say, you either do really poorly at something or you do really well at something, right? So let's say you win a prize at some competition, you'll feel good and you'll want to reward yourself for it, right? So you go and you buy something as a self pat on the back. The same way that people, let's say, will justify a purchase on their birthdays, right? By saying they're buying themselves a birthday present, right? So they'll buy the one thing that they want. Or the same thing when people are really down, they'll be like, well, I'm really depressed. If I buy this, I'll feel a little better, right? So I think we all have those times when we just buy something, right? Need it, don't need it, doesn't matter. It just makes us feel good in that moment for whatever reason.
Okay.
But the concept is, how often does it happen, right? So if you're constantly impulse shopping, you will be broke. I mean, it's just a matter of time, right? Whereas, like I said, if it just happens, let's say on days that you're down or you're up, or you think you've gone the best deal, that's a different story, and you can sort of manage that and you know your behavior, right? So you can also, let's say, limit your impulse shopping.
Okay.
Happy with that, Sean?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay. Is that the thing we're looking for, or?
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so really amazing question. Just want to ask everyone. So if you win the lottery, what would you do? What would you do? So let's imagine someday, one day, you're gonna win the lottery with, really a huge amount of money. So what would you do?
My list is
Anyone?
very long. My list is very long.
Well,
Anyone?
so I can give you the accountant answer, and then hopefully people will give you the non-accountant answer. Because the accountant answer makes nobody happy, okay? I'm gonna tell you. Only accountants are happy with the accountant answer, okay? So the accountant answer is actually really simple. Like, say you win the big lottery, right? Like 10 million, 15 million, whatever it is, right? An accountant sits there and goes, so an accountant will tell you that if you take like that quantity of money, right, say 10 or 15 or whatever amount higher than that, and you invest it in something even reasonably safe, even in today's interest rates, you can safely get around 10% on your money. So let's say you win 10 million, you invest it all, you don't spend a penny, you keep working for the year the way you've been all along. And after that first year, you're literally living on $1 million a year, doing nothing. And if, let's say, you make a mistake somewhere, well, you still have 10 million in the bank. You're never going to be poor ever again. And that's the accountant answer.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Anyone agree, or what do you think about what Diane said? Share with you. Craig?
Anyone else?
Yeah, I think I'd spend some of it straight away though, because you don't know. You could invest it, go to work and get hit by a car. Oh, we've got a little bit of spam in there. So yeah, I'd spend some of it, invest some of it, but yeah, travel the world, first class. No, I wouldn't, Dan. I wouldn't, Dan. Not first class, business class.
Yeah.
Business class. Wow.
You've got to get that balance. You don't get much more from business class to first class. So I'd go business. But amazingly, Dan will know this too, that a lot of people who win big amounts of money, within 5-10 years, they're broke. Like they've lost not only their millions, but everything they had before that.
Oh, yeah. So I'll give you it's more relevant, let's say, to adults than teenagers, right? Just because of what we do, right? But let's say if I give $70 million to a random person of, let's say, like average or low or somewhere around there, right? Income, like what they're going to do is they're going to start spending it on things like houses and cars and everything else. All the things that require a ton of maintenance, come with tons of bills, and that's how they go broke. Because whatever you spent on it, you're not done, and your income, let's say, from the job that you can do, will never support that lifestyle. Like that's literally how they go broke.
I saw FAT. FAT.
Yes, me again.
Yeah.
I am really interested in answering this question. I've been thinking of that, but it's my wish. I think it's my desire, but I have never won any lottery. Actually. But yeah, but to this question, if I win the biggest lottery, I mean the biggest prize, I will have my specific plan, because actually I have my specific plan for that already. I am waiting for the moment.
Oh.
All right, so let me keep going.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
At first, I believe that doing something for charity is one of my plans. I mean, I will pick up around 20% of that winning for the charity. Yeah. So we need to share our love to everybody around. I believe so. And another thing is for the investment. I mean, self-investment. Because with that money, it's gonna be lost on. It's gonna be lost on when you don't have very specific plan for that. So would love if we wanted to be working for us, I think we need to invest for ourselves, for the knowledge, for the experiences, or for something like that to widen our knowledge. All right. And another one is for some, I don't know, for some assets, I believe, property. I mean, visible property like house or car, something like that. That is something people would love to buy. Although it costs a lot, but people would love to buy. I don't know the reason, but me too, I would love to buy the car and the house for myself. Sure. Yeah. So that's something I would love to do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Oh,
so
I
can I make a quick comment on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this type of spending is what I call the money is left before it has arrived, right? So there are people that are constantly like thinking about what they can spend their money on before they even get a hold of it. And typically, like not for everyone, but typically those are the first people to be broke. It's just the personality type, right? It's just because you've spent it in advance, right? So the second you get the money, you're gonna go out and literally do all those things.
But what about look at from different perspective that you plan or you plan ahead. If you know you have a certain amount of money coming in, let's say, and then you know what is going to by small structure instead of like making decision without any planning.
Yeah, but typically it's all about spending is the problem. Like it's all spending. If someone has, let's say, like for instance, like you can say the same thing about what I said, right? That it's pre-planned to take the money, invest it, right? You never get the money, you're never investing it. But one view is all income based, and the other view is all expense based.
Can I share my idea?
Yes.
I think if I win the lottery, I will use this part for charity, because my mom told me that this win is the big gift from the God from us, and we have to help another people unluckily, so that the good work for us. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Dan, yeah.
Dan, another Dan.
Yes, another Dan.
Another Dan. Okay. Okay. Should we move to play games, Miss Nga?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I prepare just a small games already for you guys, and now this week we're gonna discover about Canada. When where one of our countries from, which is Dan. So this week today we're gonna discover about Canada. So I prepared the games already. So yeah, so you can use your smartphone to scan the QR code on the screen, or you can go to slido.com and then press the pins on it. If you have like any questions, just please ask me. Anyone, if you are not sure how to enter to the games, please ask me. So you can scan the QR code or just go to slido.com and then you press the pin 333 917. So you can enter to the games.
From the last question, Tian said, I will do anything at first and hire someone like Dan to consult me on how to spend money wisely. Wow, that's good.
It's a good idea then.
All right.
By the way, I promise not to participate in the Canada survey just so I don't win. or in other words,
you might not know everything then.
Well, you know, on the flip side, I might lose. I might actually prove that I know nothing about Canada, and that would be even worse.
Okay. So everyone, are you ready? Only 6 people. I'm waiting for more people. I'm waiting for more people. So 7 already. We have total 32 people in our meeting, and 8 already. So when is Canada Day? Really, I think it's really easy question. It's 12 already. So maybe 1 more minute. Hurry up. Please don't search on the Google. So try to guess, okay?
How can you know?
No. 14 already. Okay, so now we will get the answers. So Canada Day is on the 1st of July, right then? Am I wrong?
No, that's correct.
Okay.
The 4th of July is the US independence.
The US, yes. So actually what you guys, what Canadian gonna do on the 1st of July? Do you guys, doing some like firework like in the US or like something else? Any activities?
Oh, yeah. So every city, I mean, COVID days accepted, right? Every city has fireworks on the 1st of July. Ottawa, like the capital, for instance, has obviously a whole day of events. So yeah, depending on where you are, it changes what there is. I think people have to remember that Canada is huge, right? It's the 2nd largest country, right? So yeah, so depending on where you are, things change, but in all the big cities, there's something.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so we move to the second question. So what is the capital city of Canada? I'm sure people always answer that. They have the wrong answers. So what is the capital of Canada? So 5 people already. 5, 8.
Yeah, most people get this one wrong.
Yes. I think it's the same in New Zealand as well. So most people say Auckland is capital of New Zealand, but actually it's not.
Australia. They got it wrong in Australia as well.
Oh yeah, Australia. The people think maybe Sydney or Melbourne, right? But actually it's not. 13 already. Correctly, are you guessing?
Yeah, I've already given my answer.
Do you think it's right?
I don't know, you scared me so much.
I just want to ask you.
I don't know. Can I share my answer?
No, you can't.
Okay, so then you check.
Okay, 14, 15.
15, 16.
16. Okay, so the answer is Ottawa. Not Toronto. Not Toronto.
Correct.
Not Vancouver. Not Montreal. So then, which city do you from?
I'm from Toronto, which is what usually people think the capital of Canada is.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, can you repeat it again? I haven't heard that city before.
Toronto. It's on the list.
Toronto.
Oh, so
Toronto.
yeah, we don't
Toronto.
so we don't pronounce it. We don't call it. Oh, I can't even say it properly. We never say Toronto.
Toronto.
So it's always Toronto.
Toronto.
We stick that Toronto.
Oh, it become another city when you pronounce. Okay, but actually, Ottawa is the capital city of Canada, not Toronto or Vancouver or Montreal. Yeah,
thank God.
Yeah. Thanks God. You have the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Okay, so we move to the next question. So the plan, which is the symbol of Canada, is. So you can see it in, the Canada passport, in the Canada flag, like lots of places. Yeah.
Which is the symbol of Canada is?
Which is the plan, which is the symbol of Canada.
Sorry, it should be the plant.
Is it the plant or the plan?
Oh, the plant. The plant.
The plant, no?
Sorry.
Oh,
the plant. Yeah.
Plant.
It's like, yeah, plant. It's like cup of tea. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I
like cup of tea. A lot of answers already. Maple, red maple.
Text me in secret. And I know the answer. I don't know this one. Maple.
Queen.
Maple. Toronto. Don't think. I'm sure he's looking. He doesn't know the answer. It's the plant. Yeah.
Plant. Okay. So the answers. Then, can you please help me?
Yeah, there's only one correct answer, and that's whoever said maple tree. The maple leaf is from the tree, but the plant itself is the maple tree. And that's also where maple syrup comes from.
The maple syrup. So we have it with the pancake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the number one product I would say for Canada is maple syrup.
Yeah. Yeah, I love pancake.
Beaver.
I love pancake.
Oh my God.
Beaver. Justin Trudeau.
So Cody is right. Beaver used to be the symbol for like the
It used to be.
Yeah, it was on everything.
Why I saw the name of the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. Okay.
Well, I have two people calling me at the same time right now. Sorry, I gotta leave early.
Okay, and good Cody. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so the last question. So if the Canadian is offering you the direction, they might tell you, hang Larry. So what does it mean? It means maybe stop, maybe turn right, turn left, or go straight.
Google it.
Google it.
No one can see.
So believe it or not, I had to Google this. I had no clue. I've never heard this before.
Really? Actually, because like, I asked my friends who is a Canadian, 100% Canadian, and then he told me this question. And then yesterday, Miss Nga asked me, then actually, do you know about this one? And then I'm just a little bit worried about this, but I still put it in our games today.
Yeah, so I think it's back to what I was saying earlier. I think where you come from in Canada changes how you speak, right? So if I had to take a guess, I would say that this is an East Coast say.
Okay. So we have 14 people already. So the answer is take a left or turn left, of course. With this question, just a slang, just slang.
Okay, now we know when we go over there, we just say hang hilarious.
How about take a right, Miss Nga? Hang a rover, right? Take a right. Yeah, something like that. Do you know then? Do you know then? I saw your
left.
face.
I know in Vietnamese.
Make a left turn.
Yes, Curti.
I know in Vietnamese. Zephi.
Okay. Okay.
Who's Tony?
Tony.
I'm Tony. I'm Canadian. I know the answer.
That's you.
Anthony. Anthony.
Did you know the other one, Hungary?
No, I just guessed. I've never heard that in my life.
Oh, really? Oh,
okay.
Oh, wow.
My fellow Canadian, like no hang a Larry.
What's a Canadian?
Don't hang Larry. Don't hang that
I
guy.
had to Google it. Because I have no idea. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Then there's a fun fact that you try to give us, right?
Has a penny.
Yeah, so I thought I would share this because so part of the currency and the way it works for anyone interested is that typically what's supposed to happen is that, let's say the metal that goes into making a coin is supposed to be worth less than the amount that it's for, right? Because otherwise what happens is everyone will just sell the metal and they'll ignore what the coin is. So in Canada, a few things happen. One is the price of bronze went up, so the penny was worth more as bronze than it was worth as a penny. And the other part is because prices have increased so much over time that dealing with pennies just became sort of pointless. And so the government literally just got rid of pennies. It's, I guess, in Vietnamese would be equivalent to the 100.
The dong.
Yeah, the 100 dong, right? So effectively it's the same thing, right?
We have 100 dong. We have 5,000 dong, 1,000 dong.
Minimum is 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, minimum is 1,000.
The lowest is 100, right?
No, now it is not in use. It is not in use.
We have it before, but it's not in use yet.
It's not now. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
was in use before.
We have 200 also, but that is also in a
200 and 500.
200,
But
500 and 1,000. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so effectively.
Just unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you. I just want to ask about, is that okay when we talk to the Black people about when we call them a nickel in Canada? Is that okay? Like, that is a slang, kind of racist.
No. You're taking it the wrong way. That term that you're referring to is not nickel. It's nigger.
Nigger.
No. Actually, I'm pretty sure we still can say nickel. Yeah, we still can say the Black people to racist them like nickel or nigger.
Oh, in Canada and the States, nickel doesn't mean the same thing.
I see, but in so that's why I confused. In the US, if you say nickel, so probably you will have trouble with them. So,
no, in the States, everyone says nickel too. Nickel, dime, quarter. Same for money. No issue.
No, I mean a slang. Is that okay when we call the Black people call them nickel?
Yeah, so what I'm saying is we never call Black people nickel. Like we never have. It's just not slang for that.
I think if we're not sure about it, we just don't use it.
Yeah, nickel is like literally just 5 cents. That's the only meaning I know. Never heard anyone calling a Black person nickel before. We say nickel and diming all the time, right? Like that's our saying. It all has to do with money. It's never about Black people.
What
right?
do...
So, sorry?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah,
because
so
I can't remember that word though. They use something for the Black, that when you say that it's very insulting.
Nigger. Nigger.
But I just can't remember the word though.
No, that's the word. The word is so the word that's offensive is the word. Okay, and I'm gonna say it one more time. I can't believe I'm still doing this. Okay, so the word is nigger, and the problem, let's say, with that word is Chinese people have an issue too, because I don't know if you guys know this, but the way Chinese people say, like in Mandarin, the saying for there is nigga, which sounds almost the same.
Yes.
Right. So when they speak Mandarin, they say nigga all the time, and when they're around Black people, they think that they're talking about them, but really they're just speaking Mandarin.
I remember that one now. Yeah. We have to be careful, right? Especially like with us, not native speaking, and we can spell it wrong. We're in trouble.
Yep, I think
yeah,
so.
But nickel is not one of those words. At least not in North America, it isn't.
Yeah.
Like nickel is literally just 5 cents. That's the only meaning to it.
I see. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. 5 cents means like it's something like either like 5 bags of drugs or 5 years in prison. It's also like double meaning. Is that correct?
No, just money.
Just the money.
Yeah, in the US, nickel is has another meaning.
What is it? Do you know?
That is like the racist word, like nigger. In US, if you call black people nickel, you will be in trouble.
But who calls them nickel? Because nickel is a common saying there. Like they use nickel for everything.
I don't know how about in Canada, but in the US,
no, but I'm talking about in the States specifically. They use nickel all the time for almost everything. Like nickel is a common word in the States.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Well, interesting. Could you spell that word? Which one?
So while you're spelling the word, so I'm gonna go back to this. So I guess getting rid of the penny is the same thing as Vietnam getting rid of the 100. It's the exact same thing, right? And then everything gets rounded up to the next spot, right? So in the case of Canada, everything gets rounded up or down 5 cents.
Yeah, so it's all purely currency.
Correct. Okay. Thank you so much, Dan. All right.
Sorry, I just wanted to answer that question.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. Okay. Anything else, Chum? Over to you.
Yeah. I think like I wish that the time gonna be forever, so that like we can discuss more about like money. But actually, it's nearly like 3:30 already, and I think yes, actually it's enough for this week. And then I hope to see you guys next week with another topic, which is success. So you can see on the screen. Yep. So please go to Kiwi Body and then click going so that we can see each other next week at 2 p.m.
Yeah. So next week the subject will be about success.
Yep. Next week.
Yeah. So the same time, 2 p.m. Vietnam time, 8 p.m. New Zealand. So see you guys here next week. And also we have an event on the 24th of October, hosted by Saigon Corner of State University. And then another one on the 7th of November will be hosted by FPT University of Ho Chi Minh City. So follow us. We've been very busy, like busy. But also we our talk today probably will put together like a workshop, something about money and about finance, because it is a lot of things that we love Dan to share with us as well, right?
Interesting. Lots of amazing events coming.
So he can do more workshop for us. Yeah.
Waiting for you then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're getting there.
Okay.
I can see Anthony. You said that nigger. Sorry. Yes, I know it, but I said it. Yeah.
I want to say, black people can call each other niggers. It's kind of like brother, but if white people call them that, it's so rude. So actually, it's not.
Why is that? What?
I don't know. It's very touchy to ask black people why they can call each other like that, but not us. And actually, if you're a white person who hangs out with them all the time, you also may call them that, but not a stranger. A stranger would never say that.
Yeah, that's right. I remember the word now. Yeah.
Yeah, it also makes it like really tough for, let's say, those that like rap music or hip hop, where every other lyric is this word.
Yeah.
All right.
They will ask, "What's up, nigger?" They will ask each other like that, but we should not talk like that to them.
No.
Do you think it's just cultural inappropriate? Like a lot of white people may have used it to insult them or offend them before. So if we're strangers, we should avoid it.
I think so. Sure.
Can I ask a question, since this topic was all about money and somehow it's changed to this, but I'm just curious, for anyone that's been following along to, let's say, my postings about money, what your thoughts on it are, if you'd care to share something.
I think it's very useful then, like I read every single of it. And yeah, you also share some useful tips about how to make a budget for monthly spending, the budget on things that you must spend, the budget on things that you must or must not spend on it, and something about the waste budget. So I think it's very useful. And I didn't really also think about the factors around me that affect how I view money. So I think that it is pretty informative for me.
Thanks for sharing. And I'm glad you're finding it useful.
And guys, you're in here, you're in the platform, then post probably almost every day, and it's every post means something, like he gives you a message in there. So if you read, and you can comment, and also you can post your question as well. So any question about English, about anything, finance or whatever relating to our community, just feel free to post question. And I'm sure that one of us in there will pick up and answer you, and maybe other members can help to answer as well. Because I can see like we have like everyone from different background, from either students, high school students, or we have 10 years old kids here today. My goodness, and talk, it's amazing. So so everyone's here, just feel free to post and ask questions and engage. That's the only way that we can learn from each other. Yeah. And thank you very much, Dan, for posting every day, because it's really helpful for our students. It's leading you to something. So just waiting to what's coming up. You mute yourself.
Thanks a lot, Nga, for that. I just want to add like one thing. There is no right or wrong when it comes to money. Everyone has different values, different beliefs, different things they enjoy. And I want to make sure that nobody feels like what's important to them is not important, right? So we all have a different view of what we think of money, how we spend money, what we like to do with it, right? So feel free to share openly, because nothing is wrong with this.
Can you also share some tricks that the sellers of cars or phones, and the marketing tricks that supermarket use to trick us into buying stuff? I find it fascinating, and I want to know more about it.
So yeah, I mean, I can give you a glimpse. Like I am going to get there, right? But one of the tricks is really simple, right? So if you follow some of the posts, you'll notice that I wrote a few things about the things that you value and what you think you get pleasure from, or utility, right? So for instance, for all the people that, let's say, and again, nothing wrong with it, right? Like everyone has their own thing that they like. So for those that, for instance, love their iPhones, love anything Apple, what Apple has managed to do really well is to make sure that everyone that likes their products likes it so much that they need to have it no matter what the price is. And so then what they do is they just increase their price, right? Because your supply is limited, right? So you can only produce like X number of products. But if they can sell those for, let's say, double what it used to be, they're making way more money. And like the trick is that they get you to believe that it's a premium product that you'll line up for, and that you'll dying to spend every last penny on. And that's what they're banking on. And every company does this in different ways, right? So different marketing strategies for different products, right? Like on the opposite end of that, you'll have like the, let's say the show me phones, right? Where their market is, let's make it look like an Apple for the people that don't have money or don't care enough, right? So it will look sort of similar, have the same functionality, but we're going to sell it for $100 so everyone buys this one. Right? So everyone has their gimmick, and it's just a matter of, it will always come down to what you value, right? For instance, like someone who loves their cars, right, will live like in a really cheap house, buy really cheap clothes, and then they'll have this $1 million car on like parked there because that's what they truly love. And it's just decisions people make.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
about what they need. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's really good. And I mean, we could sit and talk about this topic forever. But I guess we just keep it, save it for another day. And we have such amazing time tonight and this afternoon. And thank you guys for joining us.
Yes.
And hopefully you have great fun as much as we do. And again, thanks to Anthony, who's always supporting and helping along the way. Hopefully you don't disappear in the near future and stay with us. And thanks to Curtis, who's always been here as well, supporting us, and Craig, who's left because he had a long day at the other events. And Dan always there. And yeah, you're amazing. I mean, you are opening up to another topic that we want to know more about, like money and
money.
I mean,
Spending money.
Yeah. So yes,
Then
so
all about money. All about money.
Money man, money man.
Money man. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe page. So if anyone has too much money, you can just send it there.
That's a good idea.
Never too much. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So,
thank you so much.
See you next week on the topic of success.
Yep.
See you.
Thank you so much. And
Bye.
enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye, guys. And then see you next week. Bye.
Everyone,
Yeah.
bye.
See you.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye,
see you. Everybody, Phương, thank you
Bye.
very much for the 10 video. Awesome.
Bye,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, awesome. Come back next time.
Yes.
Thank you, Chum, everybody. See you.
Yes.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. See you next week.
Thank you.